Students, hello. The next part is what isomerism. Okay, so we are getting to the next topic, which is isomerism. Okay, we heard about isomerism in previous chapters or classes. What is isomerism? Isomers are those in which actually two compounds having similar formula but difference in structure are known as isomers, and the phenomena is known as isomerism. And the thing is same, but the conditions are different in case of organic chemistry. So let us start the next topic, which is isomerism. Isomerism. Okay, isomerism can be divided into two parts. One is known as structural isomerism, and the other one is known as stereoisomerism. Okay, this about the stereoisomerism thing, we will get to know what is it in class 12. Okay, but structural isomers are those which are going to be learned by us today. Okay, so structural isomers can also be subdivided into four parts, which are known as chain isomers. Okay, chain isomerism, position isomerism, functional group isomerism, and number 4, metamerism. So these are the four topics that we are going to learn today. That is what? Chain, position, functional group, and metamerism. Is that okay? Let us start with the number 1, which is chain isomerism. What is chain isomerism? A simple one. What is the name of this compound? CH3, CH2, CH2, and CH3. This is known as N-butane. N for normal butane. Why it is normal butane? 1, 2, 3, 4, only 4 carbons are there. All the bonds are single bonds. That is why it is normal butane. Okay, now the thing is, if what is the general formula of this? C4H8H10. Am I right? How many high carbons are there? 4. How many hydrogens are there? 3 plus 2 5, 5 plus 2 7, 7 plus 3, that is 10. And this compound CH3, this compound is also having same number of carbon and same number of hydrogen. 3, 3, 3, 9 plus 1, 10, and carbons 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, but the thing is, the structure is different. In this case, total long chain we have found, but in this case, one branch is there. And according to the IUPAC system, the name of this 1, 2, 3 is the numbering, and this is the functional. This is the branch. So 2-methyl propane. So we got that 2-methyl propane and N-butane are isomers to each other. Okay, and their properties are also different. And there is a common name of this as well. Okay, this is also known as isobutane. So we can call it either 2-methyl propane according to IUPAC system, and according to the isomerism system, N-butane and isobutane are isomers to each other. In case of N-butane, simple long chain is found, and in case of isobutane, a branch is found. Simple. This is called chain isomerism. Okay, branch chain, straight chain. Okay, so that is why it is called as chain isomerism. Okay, so chain isomerism is nothing different, nothing difficult as well. In case of pentane, we can see many examples. For example, many structures. N-pentane is there, CH3, CH2, 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 and CH3. This is N-pentane. N-pentane. Why? Because straight chain is there. Okay, second one is what? If we put the 1-methyl at the branch, then at the long chain we will get total 4 carbon. This is what? This is isopentane. Okay, isopentane. The name IUPAC name of this 1, 2, 3, 4, 2-methyl butane. Simple. Okay, but we are not getting into IUPAC now. And the last one is CH3, 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 CH3. Okay, so what is the name of this? 1, 2, 3. So 2,2-dimethyl propane, and and another name is what? Neopentane. Neopentane. Now, if you pause the video and count the number of carbon and hydrogen in each case, you will find there are 5 carbons and 12 hydrogens in all the cases. So this is how chain isomerism works. Okay, in all the cases chains are different. In first case we have got a chain of 5 carbons. In the second case we have got a chain of 4 carbons, and in the third case we got a chain of 3 carbons only. Okay. Now the next one is position isomerism. What is position of isomerism? Position of isomerism means, positional isomerism means what? The position of functional group. For example, this is propanol, CH3, CH2, CH2OH. This is 1, 2, 3. Prop 1 all, propanol. Okay. But what is this? Then CH3, CH, CH3. See, the total number of carbon, hydrogen and oxygen are same in both the cases. But this one is propanol, and this one is propan-2-ol. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so propan-2-ol. Both are isomers to each other, but the position of functional group OH is different in each case. That is why it is known as positional isomerism. There are more examples. More the practice will get to more. Okay, will get you more perfection. Okay, is that fine? Okay, now let us come to the next one, which is functional group isomerism. Here the functional group is same, but the position is different. That is why it is known as positional isomerism. In the next case, we will see that the position doesn't matter. The functional group is actually changed. Okay, so let me give you an example. This one, C2H5, O C2H5, C2H5, O C2H5. The name of this is ethoxyethane. Okay, and in this case CH3, CH2, 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 OH. See, the total number of carbon is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hydrogen is 3 plus 2, 5, 5 plus 2, 7, 7 plus 2, 9, and 1, 10. Here 5 plus 5, 10. So all the number of carbons, hydrogens and oxygens are same in both the cases. Butanol. Okay, in all the cases the number of hydrogen, carbon and oxygen are same. Okay, but the functional group is different for both cases. In the first case, the functional group is what? Oxy group. Okay, or ether group. But in the second case, the functional group is what? The alcoholic group or all. Okay, so this is very much easy. Okay, just keep it in your mind that the functional groups differs. That's all in this case. Okay, so let us come to the next one, which is known as metamerism. The last one, which is known as metamerism. What is metamerism? What is metamerism? In metamerism, the functional group will remain same. But see the example. If you see the example, then you will get to know. When the isomers differ in the alkyl groups attached to the same functional group, they are called metamers, and the phenomenon is known as metamerism. Okay, for example, C2H5, OC2H5. I told you what is the name of this compound. It is ethoxyethane. But if I place 1 carbon on the left hand side and 3 carbon at the right hand side, then also the formula will remain same. See, number of carbon 1 plus 3, 4. Number of hydrogen 3 plus 7, 10. Number of hydrogen 5 plus 5, 10. And carbon 2 plus 2, 4. So in both the cases, the names are different. This is ethoxyethane, this is methoxypropane. Simple. Methoxypropane, ethoxyethane. Simple. But the thing is, the position of O is differing. Okay. Here, if we continue the chain here, we get what? CH2, CH2, CH3. Total 3 carbons. And here, the if we continue this one, then CH2, CH3. And here, if we continue this, we get what? CH2, CH. So in this case, O was placed at the middle, but in this case, O is not placed at the middle. This is the difference, nothing else. Okay, this is where isomerism ends. There is a special kind of isomerism which is known as tautomerism. We will get to that on that also. What is tautomerism? Which is excluded from all the above 4 that I have explained just. Okay, what is tautomerism? Tautomerism, this is a type of isomerism in which the two isomers are in equilibrium. The most common kind is ketoenol tautomerism. Okay, what is ketoenol tautomerism? Okay, in case of ketoenol tautomerism, both the compounds are present in equal ratio. You can say equal ratio, or you can one of them may be major and one of them may be minor. It depends on the condition and terms. Okay, it depends on the nature as well. Okay, which one is stable? It depends on the stability. Okay, the thing is, let me give you an example. This one is known as an enol one. Carbon 4 bond OH. Okay, this is enol all. En means double bond, and all is connected to the double bonded carbon OH all. This one is all and this one is En. That is why it is called enol form. Okay, now let us come to keto form. What is keto form? C hydrogen, single bond C, double bond O. See, no En is there, only one keto group is there, this one, C double bond O. So this is known as keto. See, the formula is same, 2 carbons, 2 carbons, 1 oxygen, 1 oxygen, 1 hydrogen, 1 hydrogen. Okay, so they are in equilibrium actually. They are in equilibrium. So we haven't gone through equilibrium chapter. Then we will get to know what is actually equilibrium. We are not getting into that now. So this is called ketoenol tautomerism. For class 11, this is enough, I hope. So this is where the isomerism part ends. So then and now we will skip to the next topic. We will skip to the next